Hello, Blizzard fans! This is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another Daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Railgan and TauNeutrino on Iron Fortress, the latter edition. And Railgan submitted a replay pack to All Things Zerg subreddit a couple of days ago, and he augmented it with a couple more replays today, so I'm going to cast one of those. And in the bottom right, we have the red Protoss player, TauNeutrino. TauNeutrino. That's Tau, right? Yes, it is. In the bottom left, we have the hero, the blue Zerg player, Railgan. Now, ZVP and Legacy of the Void is an interesting matchup. We'll have to see what's going to happen here. A low ground gateway coming up here. The scouting probe sees exactly what's going on. Tries to block that hatchery, not quite able to do so. It is a hatch first here for Railgan. That low ground nexus or gateway can really only be for zealot pressure. It is a fairly short rushed instance. A second gateway going down does not bode well for Railgan here. He needs to get that spawning pool up. Oh no, he's going 3 hatch first. Oh no. 3 hatch before spawning pool. There it is, finally going down. We're going to have 2 gateways spawning zealots in your face in no time at all. Actually, is Tau going to do that? Cybercore, is it just walling off? Yeah. Remember where I said I was afraid for you a second ago? Railgun, never mind. Oh, adepts are coming out. We were waiting for that cybernetics core to get some adepts. Okay, so a 2-gate into cybercore adept opening from Tau. Seems like a build he's probably working on. Doesn't seem too refined yet. But again, what do I know? I am just a gold level player in Heart of the Swarm. So here's the adept. Again, it is armored. It does come with +1 army. There we go, using the psionic transfer ability to move very, very quickly across the map and then warp in to wherever they are. Boop! Makes them super fast. Getting scouted out by the Lings. Do they get seen by the Lings? Yes, they do. They make themselves known to the Lings by killing the Lings, but the Lings did scout out. Here comes the adept pressure coming up the front. What's the answer going to be? It's going to be queens. It's going to be a few Lings, but these adepts could do a ton of damage here. Can they take this queen by themselves is the question. Choosing to actually take down drones instead while warping on up into the main. That is interesting play. But they took a lot of damage from those queens. In the meantime, so many drones have died. This adept might actually die. No, it stays alive. It's just fast enough to escape. Is it gonna die? Yes, it does die. It does cancel the psionic transfer. So the original adept, if it dies, it cannot warp to the location of where it came from. Here it is again. Is it 1 shot? No, 2 shots drones, and the attack is fairly slow. So I mean, this isn't an amazing harassment by any stretch of the imagination. It is 29 to 30 harvesters. We did lose a bunch of drones there, though. 8 drones were killed in that attack. We have the full wall off. Now we're getting the Nexus. So Tau, he did okay. I don't know if he fully paid for those adepts with the number of kills that he got from those drones, but we'll have to see. The Lings are not getting through that wall any day of the week. I mean, I guess there's a single probe here. So, okay, now you're walling off. The probe is kind of stuck on the outside. Probably going to get sacrificed to this great wall. There are no cannons yet. There are no stalkers here. There are no adepts. Can we get a single probe kill? Yes, we can. Sorry, probe. You should have probably gone to the inside. But instead, you die. It's going to snipe down this pylon, which helps the supply block. Oracle actually coming out and killing several of these Lings that does just so well against light units with that pulsar beam attack. Is that what it's called? Yes, pulsar beam. Yes, I got it. Either way, we're going to kill every one of these Lings. Oh, not quite enough energy left to finish that off, but 8 kills on that Oracle. Slowling's not fast enough. Oracle popping on in. Doesn't have a lot of energy. The Spore Crawler will finish before it can attack again. It has to kind of sit out here and wait for the energy to replenish. It does cost 25 energy to activate, and then it slowly dwindles down from there as it is activated. But that 3 base looking really, really good for Railgun. Again, it is 2 base for the Protoss player, but it is 47 to 34 workers in favor of Railgun. The Oracle moving on in, gonna see what it can do, but again, there is the Spore Crawler, there is the Queen. I don't know if there's a good place for the Oracle to get the harassment in. Again, another Spore Crawler and Queen. Getting several hits off, getting hull damage, getting armor damage on that Oracle. Tau being a little bit neglectful of it. Now making a Void Ray, pretty much going to be Sky Protoss at this point. No more Adepts coming out, no Stalkers, nothing of that sort. Roach Speed being, oh, Roach Speed and Burrow being researched, and Aspire. What are we doing here, Railgun? Are we just going for everything all at once? We're going for roaches and mutas, burrow roaches no less, and mutas. The Oracle comes in and does manage to get a single drone kill, getting another drone kill. Doing a good job, up to 11 kills total. That's 3 drones and 8 Zerglings, which represents a lot of potential money here for our friend Railgun. So Oracles could be super annoying, doing a good job keeping it alive, getting that kill count up. The roaches moving up. If they have burrow move, they can sneak under here, get right in that mineral line, and do a ton of damage. We'll have to see what happens. Roaches, there are 4 there. Total number of roaches on the field is 5, so not a huge attack. Getting up front, the cannon doing a ton of damage as well. The Void Rays at the same time. Do we have burrow? We have researched burrow. Can they? Yeah, burrow's available. I don't know why they're not burrowing to hide, but maybe he doesn't want to give it away at this point. Third base now coming up for Tau, and the Void Rays are moving. There are 4 Void Rays. This is not a good spot for Railgun to be in whatsoever. This Oracle's still alive now with 13 kills, getting 2 more, 3 more, up to 16. Finally does die to that Spore Crawler, though. Here comes the Void Ray attack to this natural as we accidentally switch to Tau's perspective. The Queen dies. A counterattack here by roaches on that third base, but I think the Voids can kill everything before the roaches can kill everything. It was a bit of a base race. I feel like the Void Rays are a better choice here. There are mutas coming out. 9 mutalisks are pretty darn good against Voids, especially once that prismatic alignment is on cooldown, and it is, but Carriers coming in. Carriers almost arrived. The roach attack at the front doing tons of damage, sniping down these cannons best they can, getting out of range of that photon overcharge, running right on up here. Sniping down these pylons would be a nice pickup. Get the pylons. Yeah, gonna 2-shot, 3-shot the pylons. 1 more pylon needs to go down, and these carriers will never see the light of day. The Void Rays are forced to retreat. The Stargates are unpowered, trying to make more and more pylons to repower these, not quite able to do so. Forcing cancels. The speed roaches manage to kill a few workers before they die. They have burrow, right? There we go. There's the burrow. There's the burrow move. They are regenerating. It does force Envision, actually. Nope, photon overcharge going down here instead. The Mutalisks escape after picking up a kill on that mothership core. The roaches are still here, though, and trying to snipe down these pylons before they get built. But again, the Void Rays do tons and tons of damage. The burrowed roaches regenerate their health. Again, pooping creep here and here is a good choice by Railgun. Are the carriers going to come out? Yes, they do. 2 carriers have arrived. Railgun was unable to adjust that and affect it in any way. 2 more are actually coming out here. Actually, Phoenix. I lied. The roaches are not long for this world. They're trying to escape the carriers, but the carriers have a lot of range. Ah, still alive. Okay, the burrows are good. Killing more workers? Yeah. Killing more and more workers are these roaches, and they burrow again. Do we have any detection? The mutas fly in, trying to take down these Phoenix, but no. Good attention there by Tau, backing them up just in case. Third base now being taken by Tau, clearing the heck up here, pretty far away from the army. That's pretty scary. The roaches are keeping this Sky Terran, or this Sky Toss base in his base a lot longer than he wants to be, I have to imagine. It's only 3 roaches, but burrow move is so good. Getting out of range of that cannon, but into range of that cannon by accident. The mutas trying to snipe down that adept. The Phoenix responding, trying to chase them away. Lings force the cancel on that third base. Might actually get these assimilators as well with the help of these mutalisks. The roaches, are they unburrowing? They are not. And is there an observer? How are these guys being spotted? Yeah, observer is here. And all those roaches die, but in the end, forcing the cancel was huge. Burrowing here to prevent further placement of Nexi is also pretty fantastic. Railgun playing this pretty darn well, I'd have to say. Small group of Lings here, causing more and more damage. Overseer or Overlord dies. This poop will recede in time. But 1-2, it's basically 4 base Zerg to 2 base Protoss at this point. Railgun playing this extraordinarily well. 129 supply to 84, 62 workers to only 41. For Tau. Feeling kind of bad for him at this point. Lings, Mutas, Corruptors coming in as well. Do they have that Caustic Spray ability? That is something that is new in Legacy of the Void. I heard it was going to get taken out, but I don't know if it actually was yet. Probe dying before it can actually try to build a Nexus here. Lings taking out another probe, killing assimilators. Mutas, don't go on in there. There you go. Escape. Escape with your lives. You too, Zerglings. Get the heck out of there. Where are these Corruptors that were being created? Here they are. Do they have Caustic Spray? They do. So, again, Caustic Spray emits a stream of acid that deals 7 damage per second for 4.3 seconds, then increases to 35 damage per second. And it can only target enemy structures, and it's channeled. So it can actually take down buildings pretty darn quickly, but I think the Corruptors are more here to deal with the Void Rays and deal with the Phoenix than anything else. That's a lot of Phoenix. And I don't think even that many Corruptors can kill them. Phoenix don't do well against Corruptors, but they do better than that. Turning around, bit of a battle. The carriers are a little bit slow to catch up. Mutalisks are trying to kill what they can, trying to focus down that Void Ray. And they do, leaving the Corruptors in a better spot. They're kind of chasing Interceptors, though. More and more Mutas flying in are dying to these Phoenix so quickly. Lings on the ground just doing so much damage. Getting into the main mineral line here of Tau, and the second... are there any here? No, there are not. Just pretty much killing bases, or killing structures here in the main base. And what is left here for Tau? Not much at all. Cannot build a Nexus. Building cannons to try to get rid of that Ling. Zerglings making sure there aren't any hidden bases to be worried about. I'm really impressed with Railgan's ability to use his Lings to the best of their ability during this game. They don't just sit around. They're not being babysat very well there, though, as they get cleaned up by the Adepts and the Zealots. But either way, just making sure they're active. They're scouting around another base coming up for Railgun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases now, up to 59 Harvesters to 26, bringing in another Spire for those upgrades on the air units. Here come the Phoenix, but they can't do much of anything. A single carrier, an Adept. I mean, there's nothing left at all for Tau here. It's a Zealot, 3 Adepts, 7 Phoenix, and a carrier. So back to the production tab we go. We are actually making a Templar Archives, which could be for Archons, could just be for Templar and their Storm. But the Phoenix come in to do some harass. This is what he needs to do. Tau needs to kill workers as best he can. Kill Overlords if he can as well. Supply block the Zerg player. Get as much damage in, but the Corruptors are here to chase the Phoenix away. Hydralisks coming out now. Hydras are a pretty good choice against Phoenix. Cannot take this base. There we go. The Zergling was cleaned up by these cannons. Is there enough minerals? No. Tau does not have enough minerals to actually take a third base. This is not looking good for him. Ling's going to come in to make his day even worse. Moving on up. Catching these probes. These cannons will not last very long whatsoever. These Zerglings are actually no upgrades whatsoever, so killed more of them than I thought they would. Sentry's getting surrounded, and Tau calls the GG. And that is it. Railgun is victorious, and Tau has left the game. So, this has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you heard today, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I do post quite a bit out there as well, not just StarCraft 2 cast. I try to do funny things that are interesting and entertaining to look at the same time. So, until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.